Good morning, guys. So for today's workout, we have a lot going on. It's not too crazy of a workout. You do have some rest intervals, but of course that's going to mean that it's a sprint, especially since this is an AMRAP reps workout. So 4 rounds for as many reps. 4 rounds for as many reps as possible. In 1 minute, you're going to do 8 alternating clean and jerks. After 8 alternating clean and jerks, you're going to go straight into an AMRAP of pistols. You should have about 40 seconds there, if not longer, to do your pistols. So plenty of time for that. After that minute, you're going to have 30 seconds to rest. Then in the next minute interval, you're going to do 8 sumo deadlift high pulls, followed by as many lateral burpees over the weight as possible, 30 seconds to rest, and then the next minute is going to be 8 goblet reverse lunges, also alternating, followed by an AMRAP of V-ups. You'll have 90 seconds to rest, and then we're going to go through this whole AMRAP section 3 more times. So again, 3 intervals. We're sprinting with the body weight movement. So all you're going to need for this workout is a dumbbell. We're also going to use the dumbbell in the warm-up, so just have that nearby. And we're going to start off with a Tabata lateral hop warm-up. So for the Tabata lateral hop warm-up, we're going to be alternating sides. You guys are just going to start with your left or your right. You're going to hop left and right for 20 seconds. The next interval is going to be left and right on the opposite foot for 20 seconds, and we're going to alternate for 8 rounds. So you're going to hop for 20 seconds on each leg 4 times. All right, guys, find some space. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and start hopping. And rest. Other side, go. And rest. Back to the first leg, go. And rest. Other leg, go. And rest, halfway, guys. Back to the first leg, go. And rest. Other leg, go. And rest. One more round of this. Back to the first leg, go. And rest. All right, guys, other leg, go. And relax. All right, guys, grab your kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever you're going to use. Just have that nearby. We're going to start off with a calf rollout, well, an Achilles rollout. You guys are just going to have a feet on the ground. You're going to place the dumbbell or kettlebell just above your ankle. You can have your hands on the ground behind you or cross one foot over the other. And you're just going to apply pressure and roll side to side and up and down for 30 seconds per side. So pick a side. We're going to get started in 10 seconds. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, and start rolling out on that side. Really try and apply pressure. You can also point left your toes as well. We're going to go for 15 more seconds on this side. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Now you guys are going to switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Go. We're going to go for 15 more seconds. And relax. All right, guys, you can put that dumbbell off to the side for now. From here, we're going to get into a plank variation. We're going to be doing a planking shoulder tap combined with an arm extension. So for this, I'm going to get into my regular palm plank. Except I'm going to straddle my feet just a little bit wider so I'm more stable. From here, I'm going to go opposite hand to opposite shoulder. I'm going to tap the ground, and then I'm going to extend my arm overhead. So opposite hand, opposite shoulder, tap the floor, extend overhead. That is 1 rep. I want you guys to do 10 per side. Don't alternate, do 10 on the right, followed by 10 on the left. Again, 1 rep is 1 shoulder tap plus 1 arm extension. Straddle the stance just a little bit. Try and keep those hips low. All right, when you guys are done with that, you're gonna come back to your weight. This time we're gonna be doing a weighted glute bridge hold. You're gonna set your feet nice and close to your glutes. You're gonna get your shoulders down. You're gonna place the object on the hip and keeping your heels as close to your glutes as possible. You're gonna extend the hip. We're gonna be holding this position for a minute. All right, guys, grab your weight. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and raise the hips. Really focus on squeezing the glutes, guys. We're gonna hold for another 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, now we're gonna move on to an Achilles stretch. So for this, I'm just going to get into a slightly deeper lunge. I'm gonna have my heel slightly in front of my knee. From here, I'm going to place that weight on top of my knee, and I'm just going to lean forward as much as I can, really trying to apply pressure on my ankle so that I feel a stretch back here where I was doing the rollout earlier. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds on each side. Again, really try and focus on feeling that stretch behind your ankle. You want to get your knee over your toe as much as possible. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds per side, guys. Really feel that stretch behind your ankle. Halfway through on this side. Three, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, slowly come out of that position, switch sides. We're going again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, you can put your dumbbell off to the side again. This time we're going to go with some shoulder splinter variations. So I'm going to lie down with my chest facing the ground, feet together, arms in front of me, and nose facing the ground as well. From here, I'm going to lift my arms and chest off the ground. My palms are going to be facing downward. I'm going to bring my arms out to the sides as far as I can. I'm going to rotate my palms so that they now face the ceiling. I'm going to get my thumbs to touch behind my back. And then I'm going to reverse that and get my arms and chest on the ground again to start. So again, I'm starting chest and arms on the ground, eyes on the floor. I'm going to raise my chest and arms off the floor, come out to the sides, rotate my palms upwards, thumbs touch behind my back, and then I'm going to reverse that. Let's do that for 12 reps. Really focus on feeling this in your upper back, especially when you're crossing your arms over. As you're raising those arms overhead in the very beginning, try to keep the elbows locked out. Straight arms for as long as possible. All right, guys. Now we're going to get into a squatting variation. I'm going to start in the bottom of my squat, arms out in front of me. From here, I'm going to keep the left arm out. I'm going to place my right hand behind me, drop my knees to the floor. Then I'm going to push back up. Both hands come back to the center. This time, left hand comes behind me. Right arm stays in front. I'm going to drop my knees to the floor and then push back up. You guys are going to rotate for 6 reps. So 6 shifts to the right, 6 shifts to the left. Focus on dropping those knees all the way to the ground. Remember, your arms come back out in front. All right, guys, after your 12 reps, you're going to pick up your dumbbell or kettlebell again and place it on your shoulder. From here, you're going to get your feet underneath your hips, and we're just going to go with some nice and simple calf raises. So you're going to come up onto your toes, pause for a second, come back down, onto the toes again, pause for a second, back down. You're going to do that for 15 reps. Really try and squeeze those calves at the top. All right, guys, after calf raises, we're going to finish off the warm-up with some slide squats. So I'm going to start in my regular squat stance, feet underneath my shoulders. From here, I'm going to shift my weight to one side as I squat and extend the opposite leg. So both feet are staying on the ground at all times. I'm slowly going to shift to my left as I'm squatting and that opposite leg comes out. And then I'm going to drag my foot across the floor as I stand. So I'm shifting my weight as I squat, trying to get my chest directly over that left leg. and then I'm going to drag my foot back in as I stand. Let's just do 6 reps per side. All right, guys, now we're going to start talking about this workout. Again, it's clean and jerks, pistols, sumo deadlift high pulls, lateral burpees over the weight, goblet reverse lunges, and the just going to go through this list in order, starting with the alternating clean and jerk. So again, with the alternating clean and jerk, you have 2 options for this. You can start with the dumbbell outside the leg and go like that, or you can have the dumbbell in between your feet, just like you would for a kettlebell swing, and do that. Right now, you guys are going to choose whichever start position you're comfortable with and just do 6 alternating deadlifts with your weight. All right, guys, after your 6 alternating deadlifts, we're going to move on to some high pulls. So this time, after my deadlift, I'm going to focus on continuing to drive my elbow up and rotating just a little bit so that my elbow is over my shoulder and my chest is starting to face the ground just a little. Let's go with 6 alternating high pulls. All right, guys, after your 6 alternating high pulls, we're going to move on to the full clean. So this time, you're just going to bring that dumbbell to your shoulder. So from that high pull position, you're just rotating the elbow under and catching at the shoulder. You guys are going to go with 6 alternating clean and jerk. Sorry, cleans for now. 6 alternating cleans. All right, guys, after your 6 alternating cleans, we're just going to throw in the jerk. So from this catch position, I'm going to keep my knees slightly bent until that dumbbell is directly overhead. So I'm going from this quarter squat position and using that momentum to drive that dumbbell directly overhead. So on the opposite side, I'm doing my clean, going straight into my jerk. You can have a second rebend if you need to. Let's go with 6 alternating clean and jerk. All right, guys, after those clean and jerks, we're going to talk about the pistols. So for the pistols, the slide squats that we did in the warm-up are an acceptable scale. another option that we're all going to try as a warm-up is just going to be to cross your back foot, cross one foot behind your ankle, and then, well, I'm not the best at this, and then do your squat like that. So if you can, let's cross one foot behind the other, and let's just go with 3 reps per side. Again, you're just crossing one ankle behind the other, squatting, and that's it. All right, guys, another option for the pistol would be to slightly elevate that heel. So you can use your dumbbell for this if you have that, or just any elevated surface, really. I'm going to place my heel on the dumbbell, and then from there, I'm going to do my squat. You can either have your foot behind you or extended in front of you. So that's another option. You're either going to do 3 of those per side, or you're going to give me 3 full pistols. All right, guys, so again, if you're not doing the regular pistol, you can do any of these scaling options we just went over. Those are perfectly fine. Now we're going to move on to the Sumo deadlift high pull. So I'm going to come back to my weight. This time I'm going to straddle my stance a little bit more than I would for a normal deadlift. I'm going to have my toes facing slightly outwards and knees out over my toes. The dumbbell is going to be in the center of my feet, and right now I'm just going to deadlift the dumbbell with both hands to my hips in this wide stance. Also, just another little thing, try and keep the hips a little higher than usual. It is a sumo deadlift. All right, guys. From there, just like we did with the high pulls on the clean and jerk warm-up, this is going to pretty much be the same thing, except you're holding the object with both hands now. So from that stance, I'm just going to come to my deadlift and then continue to pull that object up to my shoulders. So I'm deadlifting to the hips, pushing my hips forward like I would for a glute bridge, and then dragging my elbows up and over that object. So in real time, it just looks like that. Let's go with 8 sumo deadlift high pulls. All right, guys, after your 8 sumo deadlift high pulls, the next movement after that is the lateral burpee over the weight. So for the lateral burpee over the weight, all you're doing is having your weight in front of you. So you're facing it. You're going to do a burpee. You're going to step forward, jump over the weight, turn to the other side, do your burpees, jump over. So 1 burpee plus jumping over the weight counts as 1 rep. Let's just do 3. If you guys are tight on space like I am, you can just do burpees where you are to the side of the weight instead. All right, guys. Last 2 movements we're going to go over: goblet reverse lunges and V-up. So for the goblet reverse lunges, you're going to pick up that weight. You're going to hold it just like this around your collarbone. From here, trying to keep your back nice and straight. You're going to step back with the weight, step forward, step back, step forward. Let's just do that for 6 alternating reps. All right, guys, and then the last movement we're going to need to go over for this workout is the V-up. So for the V-up, regular V-up is just hands and feet on the floor. As you come up, your hands touch your toes. If you're not the best at V-up, another option would just be to pull your knees in as you come up. And then finally, the last scaling option would just be a sit-up. So right now, let's go with 6 reps of either a V-up, a scaled V-up, or a sit-up. All right, guys, I'm going to go over the workout one more time, answer any questions, and then we'll get started. So again, it is 4 rounds of this for as many reps as you can get. In minute 1, you're doing 8 alternating clean and jerks, and in the time you have left over, you're doing as many pistols as you can. You're going to have 30 seconds to rest. After that, in the next minute, you're going to do 8 sumo deadlift high pulls, and then as many lateral burpees over the weight as you can. Again, you're going to have 30 seconds to rest. Then you're going to do 8 alternating goblet reverse lunges. And then in the time that remains, you're going to do as many V-ups as you can. After that full circuit, you're going to have 90 seconds to rest, and then we're going to go back to the start. So for each of these movements, you should have between 40 and 45 seconds for your AMRAP every single time. I will call out the movement and the rest interval, so it's not rest interval and work interval, so it's not confusing. Any questions, guys? All right, if not, we're going to get started in 30 seconds. Remember, guys, interval 1 starts with the 8 clean and jerks and the AMRAP pistols. Clean and jerks in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds to rest, guys. Sumo deadlifts and burpees in 3, 2, 1, and go. and rest. After this 30-second rest, we're moving on to goblet reverse lunges and via. Three, two, one, and go. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, guys, this time you have 90 seconds to rest, and then we're going to go through that whole circuit 3 more times. Thirty more seconds to rest. We're going again in 3, 2, 1, and for clean and jerks and pistols. Three, two, one, and rest. Sumo deadlift, high pulls, and burpees in 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Reverse lunges and V-ups in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys, a minute and a half to rest, then we're going to go through the circuit 2 more times. Thirty more seconds to rest. Remember, guys, this time we're moving back to clean and jerks and pistols. You're going again in 3, 2, 1, and go. This is round 3. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Next round is going to be sumo deadlift high pulls and lateral burpees. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next round is reverse lunges and V-ups. So that's going again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. One more round after this. Thirty more seconds to rest. Remember, you guys are starting back up again with the clean jerks and pistols. You're going again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last round, guys. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Next round is going to be sumo deadlift high pulls and lateral burpees. You guys are going again in 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys, last piece of the workout coming up is goblet reverse lunges and V-up. Three, 2, 1, and go. Last 30 seconds to work. Three, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, that's the end of the workout. Nice job on that AMRAP. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for taking class, and I will see you guys again on Friday at 7 to take class then.
Thank you,
Have a
Ursula.
great rest of your Wednesday, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Ursula.
Bye.